Hello stranger, welcome to another video, and this one is a little bit special because it's the first of the many series that I'll be doing here on my channel. And apart from that, what makes this really special is because it's all about glosses. If you're like me who's a sucker for glazed, lustrous, shiny, plump looking lips, then you know that anytime is a good time to put on glosses, no matter how hard the summer heat gets. Just like how it is right now. Currently, there's so much range of glosses that you can get commercially, each catering to different demands since some like it super glazed, shimmered, basic, to top over other lipsticks, or high shine but weightless, and so on. But all of that really boils down to one common idea, and that is they have to have that shine. So I tried my best to curate a very diverse collection of glosses that I actually have used or currently use. So I'll be going over them by categories, which only I made up, disclaimer, just so we can identify each one better. I wanted to incorporate more local products as requested by some of you. Sadly, my orders didn't get here on time, but rest assured I'll have your suggestions on the next edition of the series. So first category would be the ones with shimmer. These are the ones that not only adapt the basic formulation of a gloss, but also incorporates fine glitters to add that extra dimension and extra shine on the lips. Next, we have the ones which I think best represents the historical idea of glosses. You could say that these are like the basic Bs of the bunch, but they definitely serve their purpose. Then we have ones which cross the line from gloss to balms, a line that has become really blurred as time goes by, but if it gives some shine on the lips, then we're including them on the list. Lastly, we have the ones that act primarily as a lip tint, but markets itself similar to glosses. All of these I've sworn by to achieve the same idea, and that is to achieve glossy, lustrous lips. But later on, I'll let you know which ones are actually my favorite and would always bring along as a staple. So first up, we have Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm Universal Luminizer in Fenty Glow. This is the OG Fenty gloss which was marketed to fit every skin tone, which is very becoming of Fenty's mission, which is makeup for everyone. This 9 ml bottle, as glamorous as it looks, is also quite costly as it's marketed at 1,320 pesos in Sephora. Upon swatching, you can see that the doe foot applicator picks up a pretty hefty amount of the product. The color is described as a rose nude color, topped with small gold shimmer to add more shine. Upon application, although the rose nude color seemed very apparent when swatching on the skin, it doesn't really add a noticeable color on the lips. This makes it perfect to top onto any lipstick color and to transform them from matte to gloss. The Fenty Glow has a very sweet scent and taste, which is a plus point because who wants chemical tasting lip products? No one. You can feel a little bit of the shimmer particles when you press your lips together, but nothing bothersome. The formulation has a pretty thick, wet texture feel on the lips. It doesn't really feel sticky. I'd say it's more of a slippery feel, which lasts a pretty long time but wears off after eating. If you're looking for a cheaper alternative for the Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm, then BLK's Birthday Gloss is a close one. Recommended by Cosmo, Beauty Manila, Project Vanity, and so many more, the Birthday Gloss showcases a deep, coral shade almost similar to Fenty's Rose Nude, and also comes with finer shimmer particles. The doe foot applicator has a flower shape and very bendy compared to the Fenty one, and the formula is a lot more watered down and has a more noticeable color on the lips upon application. It's not as sticky, so it feels light on the lips. I think some people might even prefer this over the gloss balm, especially if you're in a tropical country where the heat could leave you feeling really sticky. It also has a very sweet taste, which is a great plus. The gloss stays shiny for a very long time, and even after meals, I'd say some shine are still very noticeable on the lips afterwards. So next up would have to be my favorite on the line, which are the Glossier lip glosses. So Glossier is a brand known for a very minimalistic approach to makeup, and their take on glosses is no different. They currently have 3 shades on the lip gloss line, and I currently have 2 of them, the one in clear and in red. I often grab for the one in clear, and I think it's pretty evident with how butchered it looks on the outside. Since I usually top this over a lipstick, the formula looks a little more opaque and pink on the outside compared to when it's brand new, but no worries, it's still pretty clear when swatched. The formula is very basic, which is why I really love it. It doesn't taste or smell anything, and the texture is thick. It does start out a little sticky, but lessens once it gets settled down. The formula gives off high shine and just looks lovely when topped over basically any other lipstick color. Upon application, it leaves your lips looking smoother and feeling moisturized or plumped. The product can last for hours even after meals, and even after the product has worn off, my lips still feel very plump. In terms of formulation, this one in red is pretty similar with the clear one. It has the same thick, high shine, lip smoothing effect. The only difference is that it has a sheer cherry color when applied. Now, I've only had this for a few weeks now, but I already see myself grabbing this a lot. The sheer cherry color makes your lips look more alive without really having to put on any lipstick or lip tint. Since the color is pretty sheer, I think it would also work as a top-up over selected lipstick colors. So I say, if you have this, experiment. Overall, this is really great for those lazy days, and what can I say, I'm just a sucker for Glossier's glosses. So here I have my most favorite out of this world lipstick, which is the 3C East matte lipstick in Old Dress, and I'll be layering this with Glossier's clear gloss, just so you can see how beautiful this clear gloss looks over matte lipsticks. So here we have the lip dress tint from Omi Menturm. If we're gonna go on the technicalities, the lip dress tint is actually more of a tinted lip balm, which focuses more on actual lip moisturizing properties than making your lips just shiny. But I'm adding this to the series since it still leaves a pretty glossy finish, which lasts fairly long. I actually picked these up when I was in a convenience store in Taiwan, and I remember it costing a lot more than how it's retailed in Beauty Manila. Basing off from the site's value of 250 pesos, I'd say this is probably the cheapest one I have in this series. Swatching the pink beige on my arm, I could tell that the product has since melted due to the hot weather and is giving off a lot more color payoff than usual. Before it died from the heat, the color is actually pretty sheer even when applied on the lips. Now it gets pretty all over the place when you swipe it. Nevertheless, it still gives off a glossy finish which lasts until you eat something. Once applied on the lips, the formula feels really smooth and unnoticeable on the lips, and not at all sticky. The one in red seems to have been a great survivor of the Philippine heat and has retained its sheer red color payoff. The formula for this feels the same as the pink beige, but since it didn't melt, the application of this on the lips is a lot cleaner. This also leaves a sheer tint on the lips once it wears off, but nothing that looks drabby. Last but definitely not the least, we have Rom&nd Glasting Water Tint. Now this one I'd say is more of an actual lip tint, except it has a very glossy finish. If you're not really a fan of the typical feel of a lip gloss, but still want to get that glossy effect, I think this is a really good product to achieve that. Although the shine doesn't really last as long as an actual lip gloss, reapplication is always an option. Swatching this on the skin, you can see that it has a mixture of that watery and gel-like consistency, and the color looks pretty sheer but glossy. Once you apply it on the lips, the color is a lot more apparent and is actually buildable. I'm actually planning on making another video focusing on this line since there's like 8 different shades that you can choose from. And so far, my experience with Rom&nd products in general has been really wonderful. I really like this brand, and right now I think this is one of the hottest brands in Korea. So that wraps up my first edition of the Glosses series. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. All of these glosses I really love for different reasons, but what really became my favorites are the Fenty Gloss Bomb, BLK's Birthday Gloss, and the Glossier's Lip Gloss in Clear. And now I'll probably be adding the red one to the top of my list as well. I really love topping my lip gloss over other lipsticks, and I think these glosses are really perfect for that purpose. And at the same time, they can be used as is. But of course, as glosses are picking up the hype once again, more and more variety gets released, and I'm just so excited to try them all. So if you have glosses that didn't make this video, drop them in the comment section below. I'll be more than willing to try them out. So I guess that's it for now. Until next time, goodbye stranger.